Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Give me a second. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Today I will be doing homework, but first I wanted to talk about something for UMGC. I wanted to remain respectful and show you guys that on my end, I can remain respectful and have integrity and not disobey God. I know I can do this. So I'll read from the script. Today, I will attempt to do my homework. If I feel like I cannot proceed, I will immediately stop. So far, so good. And I was at the library, and an immigrant was right next door to me. When I stopped, he immediately proceeded out the room laughing. You remember when I was telling you guys how I felt? It was before I decided to put the glasses on. There, when I first got there, another one looked at me, you know, and it was just weird. But I think the ladies were trying to keep the peace, and I think that that's the I didn't get any vindictive impression. I didn't. They knew who I was, and I think that people are getting blackmailed or bullied. Some of them are. If you feel, I would still take the money if you got money. But if the only way to make this right would be to contact the FBI and tell them that it's organized crime out there that is doing this to Kimberly Cloud. Tell them how the whole plan, the whole script. If you call about me and try to attack my integrity or my life in a malicious way, it's going to backfire because the equipment that they use, and I'm sorry for lying, but the equipment that they use will tell if you're lying or not. And I was lying to them just so I can tell them what's going on. Every day is a struggle for me since I had to open something um because it's like every time I try to incorporate what I want to actually say, it actually, it's weird. It's just weird. So I know somewhere out there you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not reading from script right now. I could have played it off and looked at my script, but I was like, no, let me see what what I can remember. Hold on. If it was not for almost 50 years of their lies, the immigrants would not be here. I want to also specify something. I love immigrants. I love all immigrants, but if you do something to harm somebody, if you do something satanic, if you do something to children, if you do something to people and you're mad because you're in the country illegally, then we don't have anything to talk about. I don't hate you, but judgment wise, why would you do that to a woman? I don't care about the freaking race. I Why would you do that to women, children? Why would you depopulate the Republican Party? Why would you depopulate women that think independent or are contemplating going Republican? Somebody is giving someone a hit list of who to take out and how to take it out. Let me tell you something, UMGC. I want to be perfectly clear. I'm not on here to look sadistic or be a murderer, a pedophile, or a junkie. People are labeling me as that, and I don't like that. I am a veteran. I'm not a disturbed veteran. I'm not a mentally unstable veteran, but I'll tell the police and FBI and CIA this. My mental health has was declining and I had to catch it. I think that the reason why it has is I haven't changed anything. My normal eating routines has been the same. My drinks has been moderately the same. And I don't know what it could be. I am proud. I am a proud veteran looking for the FBI's help, and I get it, man. I get it. Sometimes I get it, but sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you, Cash Patel. It gets very lonely. Did you understand that? It's not like I'm doing it because deep down inside, my mood is both scared, threat, defense. Those are how I operate. If I'm scared about something, that something is a threat. Therefore, I must defend. If it, it's not that I'm scared, but deep down inside, it's like it's scared. But then you have to think about what has happened. So that's how I feel. I feel like when I get scared about something. I'm scared to call the teacher sometimes. I'm scared to work with the teacher sometimes. I'm scared to work with um staff. I'm scared to work with the students. Like, however, what has happened has been threats. It wasn't about me being scared. They were genuine, authentic threats. Genuine, authentic, except for so far so good with the teacher. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like I don't want to compare that to China. I compare it to it has to be a country that Trump may work with that you don't know, they're friendly, but you don't know if they may sit up there and switch. Can you understand that part? Look at what's happening around me. It's not that I don't like you. I pray and I put this on God. You don't ever have to tell me if you watch my show or not, but I pray that nothing happens to you, and that you, your wife, your family have a beautiful life. I don't want nothing. I wish you no harm. They must cannot break their cover. I'm like, they're not like weapons. They're like, you know, if you don't see us, there's a reason. If they wanted to meet me, they would meet me. But lately, weird people have been acting really weird. I'm looking at them like, what are they doing? But other than that, it's sometimes they don't even be looking like agents. But I be like, that is very weird. Like, I was at this, I was at the smoothie shop, and I walked in, and then I came out, and it was like 5 people, and I think they there was nowhere to hide, just like there was nowhere to hide with me. But they were more so looking like, hey, we're here, you're safe, or this could go left, or this could go right, or whatever. I don't know. But I know they were there for me. I don't know whether they were good or bad. One was looking through an old abandoned window. I was like, what? It's funny because I don't break the law, like, so yeah. I'm like, what's in there, bro? Of interest. If a immigrant was on the White House property, what did Trump do? He got them to move and leave heaven alone. This is imagine what would happen. This is the closest to heaven we got. Imagine if, let's just say, if DC was a brain. Imagine DC to be a brain, and then imagine the anti-matter or anti-medication, which was won't it's not even medication, it's like negative energy right in front of you, and you didn't pay attention to it. Like, I'm not saying everybody is like that, because and I want y'all to know, if you think that I'm trying to break up friendships that probably has lasted 5 or 20 years, no. If you think I'm trying to get in front of people to break up, something that That's not my job. My job is to get the bad people out of here. But if you're being influenced by that person, by them either crying or saying that that's messed up and making you perform, do, or act in a maneuver that you usually don't act in, I suggest you call the FBI because that's not your friend and they are controlling you. You shouldn't have to do something for someone. That's why I really don't have any friends. If that's what friendship is about, then I don't really want any friends. But I know that's not what friendship is about. I have, I can say I have one friend, and I don't know. And you know, I I can't use somebody, and I'm not, and that person isn't using me. I have faith in him. And I want you to know that despite you being an immigrant, if you're a good immigrant, then I haven't seen one yet. Well, I have. I have. I've seen a couple of, but I shouldn't have to count on just one hand. Raul, TJ, they made it very known that they were immigrants and proud immigrants, should they be. Don't ever feel you if you like Trump and you're an immigrant, don't let other immigrants influence you. Call the FBI and tell them what they are doing. Because I'm not out here to sweep all immigrants out. It's immigrants that were the backbone of America. But don't have your hand out like, gimme, 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 some of you. You come to America, you live off the government, and the government turn a blind eye. I worked. I did. I swear I did. And I'm doing it now. It's hard sometimes to perform. I don't know if that is maybe my sickness, but it's just like a old man's wish to want to live young again, or an old woman's wish. I got my wish. It's not about the votes. It is about getting out there, speaking to people, and breaking barriers that I have never, and being genuinely honest with people. Forget my behavior. I don't want to kill nobody. If you treat me bad, I don't think you should die. However, if you knew who I was and you didn't even have to jump on the bandwagon of helping me, didn't have to jump on the bandwagon of helping them, or you jumped on the bandwagon of helping them with ease just to not like me. If you were coerced, that's one thing. But if you purposely, you were like, oh, I'll gladly do it, no money. I think people like you don't have a soul. Me calling names and screaming. I'm working on myself. I'm a work in progress. I never said I wanted to be sitting behind a desk of great freaking men. I never said that I wanted it yesterday. I'm I'm not ready. I have to prove myself, and whoever is sitting up there, whoever was sitting up there trying to get me to not be able to think, like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you do something so malicious? Why? That's all I want to know. Now, some of y'all like, well, look at what you said yesterday, right? But prior, before I even got to Santa Maria, California, I was in between Philly and another city. And one woman began to talk about how she don't like Hillary Clinton, how Hillary um, erased or deleted files and emails. That was the big scandal. And I said, we weren't there, so we can't say whether she did it or she didn't. I'm glad Trump is not perfect. I'm glad he got either charged or he has a felony. That shows that fighting to be perfect is not easy. When Jesus was perfect, they killed him. When Trump strives to not make mistakes, he got a felony. But he deep down inside knows. So do the people that support him, that he is a good person. I'm sorry for dragging you all into something. However, my past stress is kind of like causing the future stress. I can succeed if y'all pray for me. I can succeed I may have called names, and if you are a good person, not if you have a record of being good, but if deep down inside you know you are a good person and you doubt in me, I'm sorry. Call the FBI, not the police, especially if you're in a democratic state. If you feel like you even being watched by an immigrant, call ICE, call Homeland Security, call um, federal. I'm not lying, and I believe someone is poisoning me from your faculty or the DNC. Like, I don't want to cuss nobody out, and I apologize to him. Like I said, if you're out there watching, if I did overreact, I 100, it's beyond 100. I apologize. But if you are doing things to annoy me, Can you like please call someone, tell them the truth about why I'm not a threat. Now, I have reason to believe someone from the faculty, or they probably got together and they came up with a plan. This is the same thing. They made sure they move real fast because it's like they have to make sure I don't get my degree. It's not about me being the N word. It's about a second master's. I don't see you. You probably make more money than me. I was a little mad writing this, but I've learned that people that are trapped, even if you're a judge, see, call the FBI. If you feel like if that was a scenario where someone put you up to doing that, and you deep down inside you did not want to do that, I couldn't even read your emotion. Call the FBI. Because if you resisted just a little, if you said, well, why? Or even questioned the scenario, then you're on the list right along with me after I am eliminated. If you looked like or resisted even a little and finally gave in, I have never resisted Trump unless I was drugged, because it makes sense. I'm not submissive to him if there's a disagreement, but to be honest, everything he say, I'm not going to bite my teeth and say, oh, what he say is wrong. No, everything he say is good. I mean, like, I I couldn't, what can I say? Some people get so mad because it's like there's nothing to say. So they try to find things like to impeach him. And this has been going on with me for 5 years. I got 15 messages, 15 messages back to back to back to back to back. Every time I said something that someone didn't like, they kept messaging me all yesterday. And even from my other phone. Now, no one knows that phone number except the courthouse. And the activity didn't start until after they denied my claim in the evening of yesterday, Friday, the 5th or the 6th. Like, once is fine, but whoever it is, that is harassing me. I apologize for the bad comment. If you are offended and you're a good person, you are never that in my eyes. In my eyes, you are an angel, a fallen angel. If you're harassing me and trying to figure out my finances, house information, personal information, while going well beyond legal, and I mean that in every way, legal information, then you are the one. That's how I feel. Like being researched and being mistreated is it hurts people. I have feelings too. When you mistreat me and you know who I am, you're telling me you can care less about my feelings. So why should I care about your feelings? Even Trump got feelings. I have never called Trump the B word. I have never said F Trump. I have never burnt a flag. I have never said F the police. I've been mad with them plenty of times. My heart still is there. I'm not out sitting up there trying to chase and do bad things to white men. I'm not looking for a fight. I don't hate them because they tell me no. Some of them tell me no. I have never came on a nobody except the people that I've engaged contact with. I know my body, I know my mind, I know my spirit. I could easily say that I was raped, but I'm not because I wasn't. However, that's with one individual. However, I'm not lying. Maybe it's a misunderstanding. Maybe it's in my head, but I have a bruise that's very raw. I don't know how I got it. One thing to my audience, I have never lied to the president or their staff. I have never lied to you guys. If I say I like you, I mean it. If I say I don't want to see you, it's because I don't ever want to see. I see the stuff that you're doing good, but I don't ever want to have to evaluate you or get mad at you for something so minute because at this point, I don't, people get along and they accept each other flaws. When I see a flaw in a person, if it hurts me, like if I get a disagreement, I'm okay with disagreements. And however, like, I feel like, just understand that my flaws are what makes me me. And the flaws that you have is what makes you you. So I never will judge you. You have the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the National Guard, the Coast Guard, the top secret Green Berets, the purple berets, the every color berets, without being like that. You have it all. Do you think for 1 second I would lie to you? If you can go back in time, you would probably change what was said between you and another individual. Nothing you did wrong. I'm not saying what you did was wrong. You were talking to your so-called buddies while they were recording you. Like, I'm like, what? Why would they, just for money? That was a Democrat. I understand why you say what you say. I don't ever want to know. But what I do know is that you saved the world. What I do know is that the Russia-Ukraine war is fueled so it can be in history by who? Not you, not Republicans. I mean, Hunter Biden got $1 million from the Russian mayor's wife. So he's got a connection with Russia. So how do y'all connect the dots? I'm just telling the truth. Why is there still a war? Why do you want to keep killing people? What is the purpose? So now it's going to say all in history that Trump, and it is eating him up that he couldn't even use some type of technology to stop the war. That shows he doesn't have that type of technology. Because if he did, he would stop it. I don't understand how everything he wants to do gets sabotaged. I can relate to everything he does. I'm only protecting what I can in my life. I am alone. Let me make that clear. I am alone. And people take advantage of me and my weaknesses. My weaknesses is telling the truth. When I lie, it just makes me so disgusted of myself. One thing to my audience is I never lie. Oh, I said that. If you are good, I pray and I urge you to contact the police and authorities and tell them what you see with the activity around my car, or I urge you to contact the FBI, good people, about what you see. And if the immigrants are trying to bribe or blackmail you, the FBI is only for corruption and national security threats and hate crimes and cybersecurity. It's for more than that, but you know, um, I I need your help. If you don't even vote for me, I wouldn't even care. But what I do need for you good people, if you are good, call for me to help my credibility. Don't it start off as subtle clues. Pay your card token. Like, this is an organization. It started with paying the meter on the freeway, that token on the freeway, I forgot what it's called. And then it graduated to little subtle clues. If I'm outside somewhere, I get a text message, I've been waiting for you. Or if I don't come outside enough, it's I've been waiting for you. This is Trump from his administration. Like, We know it's fake. We know it's fake. Trump don't need to wait on nothing. I get authentic texts from him. Not even him, his administration. Anything you saying you've been waiting on is because you don't have a camera to look in here and you're harassing me. 11 texts, overkill. It just seems to me they're texting me trying to frame Trump so that when if something happens, it'll look like Trump administration text me. I think you should trace where this phone is coming from, sir, and have them watched for any organization activity. Please do not turn your back. Now, if you do want to vote for me, then fine, vote for me. Good. I appreciate it. God bless you. May you rise in heaven and be another warrior for the cause. If you don't, I don't care. But if you try to block my votes, then, and if you know anybody that's trying to do that, then I'll suggest you contact the FBI. I contact them for hate crimes. When I'm out of the way, remember this. They're going to do the exact same thing to you. Pretend you still don't like me. I'm okay with that. And see how much they really know. I'm not asking you to be my friend. I'm asking you to extract as much information as you can out of those who is trying to kill in the future you or your family, to make you suffer and break you down. They don't care. They are lethal. They do not like white women. Remember that. They do not like black women either. One black woman that makes me want to cry sat up there and they stretched her body parts. They put her on some type of harness and they stretched her and her whole back got twisted. This is the lethal, disgusting. And where was she from, y'all? Y'all can guess. Some of y'all think in DC. She was from Charlotte, where I used to live. And she went to Mexico for some type of surgery and ended up with her back cracked. Literally, black woman. Sick stuff. Ate a party of 8, a family of 8, including a baby, got shot. They were crossing the border or on the borderline. The cartels, they sprayed the car with bullets and then they lit it all on fire, killing an infant child. These are how ruthless and why they mad at me, because I talk about these things. These are the things that the DNC allows. I don't want to be your friend. I just need you to help me. I don't my I just need you to help me. I don't want to hurt your life. I don't want to learn about your life. All I ask is that if you see me, respect, well, keep doing what you're doing. Because if you start to respect me, they're going to speed and do the same thing to you. So keep doing what you're doing. But you need to contact someone. Don't tell no one. I don't care who the fuck you know. Don't tell a soul. You're gonna keep this shit, not even me. Don't even throw me a hint. Keep this shit to your grave. Cause as soon as you let it out there to somebody, you're gonna get treated the same way. Don't throw no hints. Don't drop no names. Just call, tell the truth. Tell them what they said about me and what they have done. And feel good that you helped me. Let's get to my work now. Now, okay, here we go. Now I'm going to move forward. And let's see. I'm monitoring my own behavior, UMGC. I had to tell you who I am and what I represent. And that is why I did it that way. And to the good people, I apologize. I apologize to you guys. You should have received feedback from peers regarding changes you plan on making. Oh, I read this one already. Let's go to step 9. Okay. Boom. The Guiding Coalition has begun initi- initiating change by removing barriers as well as creating and celebrating short-term wins. But the focus is still on larger goals ahead. Changing initiatives cannot be successful if they're left incomplete, but it's easy for many organizational change efforts to run out of steam before they are finalized. The team must maintain its momentum by adding a second level or smaller supporting changes you pave your way to your goals. This is step 7 of Cotter's model, which requires you to consider the ripple effects. Maintain. Let me read that. I'm going to stop there and read that. 7. Sustain acceleration. Right? It is important to keep the momentum going even when the portions of the plan take longer to implement than others. This is a perfect opportunity to reiterate the project plan and recruit more soldiers for your army. Which requires you to consider the ripple effects of specific change initiative you propose in step 3 of the model. And this step 3, consider the impact. Okay. You make sure you explain, let's see. Hmm. I think I have this one. Okay. It's kind of different because it's like I'm gonna write my teacher back, and whoever wrote me, if no one wrote me back, it's still okay. I don't hate you. But if just the instructor wrote me back, I'm going to go back and write him and then proceed to do this. Uh, That's some scary stuff, man. Let me write. Go to mines. Um, let's see. Ooh. It's so hard to get to. Okay, let's reply to the teacher. No, not right here. Now go back here. Let me read what he says. So, hey, Professor, I wanted to explain that you said that technology was a part of the was important. I feel that if I had to relate it to an island to hmm, hi, Catherine. Keep on with the likes. I appreciate you, girlfriend. Okay, I don't have to go back on here, but I want to make sure I rewrite. I write the teacher. Uh, the importance of being technologically advanced shows that I got a error already. I don't even want to know what that is, but what is going right in the change effort? What needs, let me take, what is going right in the change effort? What needs improving? I wasn't going to take like a long break, but I wanted to take a break here. Um, and when I get back on, just dive right into it. I'm gonna take a look at all the questions. This is a 4 minute break. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Do you want more sales and leads for your business using SEO? Are you tired of seeing your competitors rank at the top of Google for your keywords? Start getting more free traffic to your website that converts into new clients, sales, leads, phone calls, emails, or whatever your conversion goal is. Did you know there's a proven formula that I use for myself and for my clients I want to share with you in this video? My name is Brandon Leibowitz, and for the past 15 years, I've been ranking websites on Google using search engine optimization. Since then, I've helped thousands of websites get more free traffic from Google, and I want to share my secrets with you today. Stop wasting money on marketing that doesn't work. Are you looking for more organic free traffic from Google to your website? The starting point for any SEO campaign is a website audit. Here, I look for quick SEO wins, such as keywords that you're already ranking on page 1 of Google, but not position 1. These keywords are close to ranking at the top of Google, and with a little boost, we'll see some major ranking improvements. Next, I analyze the competition to see what is working and what is not working for them. Everything is transparent with SEO if you look in the right places. I can see what the competition is doing and incorporate the strategies that are working onto your website. If it is working for your competitors, it's more than likely going to work for you. Then I do keyword research, which ensures that I find high search volume keywords that have buyer intent behind them. I don't want to just rank for any keyword, but rather targeted keywords that will bring in new sales and leads for your business. Lots of clients come to me saying, I want to rank for these keywords, but when doing the keyword research, I find out that 10 people search for that keyword every single month. But if we use a plural or a synonym, we could get 2,000 searches for that similar keyword. It's important to target high search volume keywords on your website. This will boost your traffic and lead to more sales and leads for your business. From there, I optimize your website by going in and placing keywords in different areas that Google looks at to help Google better understand what your website's about. I fix all technical issues on your website and make it as easy as possible for Google to know what keywords to rank you for. I'll go in and optimize your images because they sometimes show up on Google. Same with videos. This is a great way to take up more free real estate on that first page of Google. If your website ranks on Google search and you also have an image ranking, that doubles the chances of someone clicking onto your website. Once your website is fully optimized, I start building backlinks. This is the most important aspect of SEO to get Google to trust you because Google does not trust any website without backlinks. I get you high quality backlinks to increase your trust with Google, which leads to more rankings and more traffic. It used to be a numbers game with these backlinks. The more you had, the higher you'd rank on Google. But Google changes their algorithm daily and no longer uses this as a ranking factor. Google is now looking for quality backlinks. What's a quality backlink? Quality backlinks are from sites that are related to your niche and also authoritative sites. You have to be careful with these backlinks though. If you build the wrong type of backlinks, it could do more harm than good. And you will, instead of ranking higher in Google, you actually drop down in rankings, which is the last thing I want to happen to anybody's website. If you're a local business, then I will help rank you higher on Google Maps. Just like I can optimize your website to rank higher on Google, I can optimize your Google My Business and your Yelp listings so you no longer need to spend money on ads. I constantly monitor your website's performance using tools such as Google Analytics and Google Search Console. This helps me make statistically informed decisions about what is working and what is not working for your website. Rather than guessing, I have the data to see what your most visited pages are, blog posts, products, etc. SEO is like a puzzle. There are a lot of pieces to it. Some are bigger than others. These are the more important aspects of SEO. Every website is different, so I create a custom plan of action on how to rank for your target keywords in Google. That is why I'm offering a free website analysis for anyone looking to improve their SEO. I've set aside some time in my personal calendar to speak with you about your website's SEO performance and target goals. I will analyze your website and tell you what keywords you should be targeting, what your biggest opportunities are, and how you can achieve these traffic goals. Click below to schedule your free SEO strategy session with me. Get your time back so you can focus on other aspects of your business.
Okay, let's get started. What is going to be the right change of effort? Let me look this up first. I have to what is going right in the change effort? What needs improving? Let me look at my other stuff. I actually, where's my glasses? Where's my glasses? Okay, that's all you gotta tell me. So, what is going right? Technology is needed. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. However, what is going right within that? I'm getting to that. Hi, Dan Bongino. I be seeing you pop up on my video feed. what is going on in the environment. Effort, not environment. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Ah, fiddlesticks, fiddlesticks, fiddlesticks. I'm gonna open up X. Oh, I have to see this. Okay. Now, to shift the culture, we do not want to have women turn over and fall. Someone said MAGA is dead, Trump. Savage. Michael Savage. Just like they told me I was dead. And spewing hate on America. And in back of his unconscious mind, out of all of the stuff he ever said, what he's asking himself and what everyone else is asking themselves, are they buying this BS? I guess they are. I'm about to get off of the Wi-Fi. Bear with me for a second. There is something on the top of my roof. It's not on anybody else's roof. Like I said, I urge you to dial the FBI. But on February 6th, FBI agents were filmed removing a mysterious wired device from the roof of 84-year-old Nancy's Guthrie home in Tucson, Arizona. An unusual object on the roof. A small black solar panel was also found near the device. A camera that was overlooked during previous sweeps. Oh my God. That's some sick stuff, man. Just remember they're killing your kids. Just remember they're allowing them. Democratic Party is allowing them to kill your kids and get away with it. If that's what you want for your city, or an elderly woman, no matter what the age, hit in the eye at a government, this is them protecting you guys. Look at what has happened. Are they really protecting you? Because eventually, when I'm gone, you're next. I urge you to call the FBI. They'll assure you that you're not next. But then what about the children, the innocent children that died? What about the next white woman? It's just like somebody saying, I won't smoke crack again, a crackhead. What about the next crack wave? Or weed head saying, I won't smoke weed again. but have a whole supply right to his right. Either way, it's the same. I urge you to call, because what about the next woman? What about who's next? Who is next? Oh, I forgot. The woman that got kidnapped and the FBI just was speaking about. Who is after her? Just one more hit, right? They got a fucking device on the roof, or they got something on the roof, and I'm gonna take a picture if it's not gone, just to prove that nobody else has this shit on the top of their roof except my. Who would do that? Gavin Newsom, I don't care about my mental health. I don't want to do any harm to you except verbally. I don't want to threaten you. Whatever I say is the truth. But if you go up against JD Vance or Mark Rubio, I will be their guide, because this isn't about me. This is about getting Republicans to the finish line. And I won't stop until I achieve that goal, because this isn't no longer about what Gavin Newsom could do for this country. This is about what's going to happen to me and my money if a Democrat cheat and get in the office. I won't stop fighting for the cause, and I won't rest until another Republican is replaced. I don't do the news much. I don't even read the news much, like local news, that is. But what I do know is that if you run, you better pay everybody off like you've been, because I do still have outlets, and I will not stop with what I have until you fail. You are not about to achieve this mission, Gavin Newsom. This is not the history you're going to write for me. So you can keep trying to drive me crazy. You can keep trying to make me look like I'm incompetent. But I'm not the one with all that pressure allowing thousands, if not millions, of houses to burn down on your watch, and you do jack shit. You run and send your only black cohort all the way to Africa, which we were enslaved from Africa if it wasn't for the Africans, because they're ruthless. Just remember, if you're African American, thank Africa. They took the deal. Literally, thank them for being where you are now, not being lynched. And thank them for lynching whoever, right? Because this is what they do, yet they're fighting. Many of them are in power. But she took her happy trails to Africa during the fires. This is what you want, a vice president, this mayor. Basically, she's like a vice president to sit up there and flee to Africa. That's her best stance. There's fires ablaze. Let me travel my happy ass to Africa. No water reservoirs, Gavin Newsom. No water on your watch. You play competent. You have to cheat and make me look crazy. But you are incompetent. That is fact, because how can one man that is governor forget water? Either your staff is incompetent or you're incompetent. You got all those people and it's just little old me. I won't forget water. I water my damn plants. You had no answer, no plan, no nothing. You have to travel to call Biden for answers. Don't run. You better kill me before you run. Because if I even hear a hint, I'm still gonna run. You, California is dead. Just like I say, MAGA is dead. Michael Savage said MAGA, Make America Great Again, is dead. While I was in jail, 3 women said I was dead. Kimberly Cloud is dead. No, the state of California is. People are moving out. The companies that are staying in are getting undercut bonuses. Gavin is incompetent. I keep going back to that example. Why? Why leave water without, why leave no water in a reservoir? Millions of people never seeing my show will never know, will be in hotel rooms for months with their children while you're in luxury. They're complaining with no answer. Nothing, and no answer, no nothing. You just tell them no reparations. You claim reparations. Black people are waiting. I don't care. It's too much of a headache. What do you want me to do in exchange for you paying me? I mean, even if slavery happened, what are you going to do for me? Or what do I need to do for you in exchange for money? Nothing is free. But you got your black cohorts yelling at Trump, telling him to give them reparations when you could give it to them. You can still give it to them, but you managed to shift, you know, polls with 5 seats, 5 new seats. Don't run. You're not going to do this to me or America or God. I'm tired of y'all mocking God. The Statue of Liberty, Abraham Lincoln, Trump. You have to cheat. So the reg maneuver of the organization to learn from resentment while growing and going around and mediating conflict situations if an agreement arises. planning by behavior and goal. I mean, I can't get it out of my head. This savage character had a nerve to call MAGA a name. When you talk about MAGA, it's like you're affecting me because I know the good things about MAGA. You have told people and made people, I'm not going to go out there and kill someone for MAGA. I'm not going to go out there and drink poison for MAGA unless it'll help me. Now, that's the thing. If it'll help me, whatever poison they have, then keep it coming. If not, then oh well. However, if you are MAGA and you keep getting bashed, I I feel your pain because I keep getting bashed. And if it so happens that you are getting bashed for all the wrong reasons, then we need to come together. Planning by behavior and goals. Planning by behavior and goals. The with analyzing who can best fit with whom. Hold on, y'all. No. Drop. How do I drop? No. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Nine oh seven p.m. That's Eastern time, but 7:07 p.m. Mountain time. Sorry. So, to all the good people out there, I appreciate you guys for watching me. To all the newcomers that know that I'm running for president, thank you for supporting me. For all the good supporting people, thank you. Your love is appreciated, and I truly appreciate you. Thank you for listening to me rant on while I complained and did my homework. There's nothing else to talk about. No punchline. I'll get back on here and discuss something totally different. I'm going to try a new strategy. I'll be back on here, y'all. Like try to be back on here in 30 minutes, but you guys can stay with me. Y'all remember layaway? Do they still got layaway? Go to Kmart, be happy as shit. Be like, give me my layaway. They be like, ma'am, this is $1,000, but you can put down $150. You be paying to you an old woman talking about, give me my layaway. Ma'am, you're 80 years old. These are 20-year-old clothes. It's so funny. But I remember Kmart. I remember the brink of Walmart. I got so much I want to tell y'all. So give me a second. Um, I'll be back on here. Bye.